Yoga can be a valuable adjunct therapy for maintaining kidney health and managing kidney disease. Here are some yoga poses, breathing techniques, and tips that can help.
For Ujjayi, you're going to be inhaling and exhaling through the nose, but your point of focus will be at the throat. So you can place your palms on your knees, close your eyes. Let's take a few normal breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Bring your awareness towards your throat, and I want you to visualize a ring at the throat. Now, every inhale and exhale is going to pass through this ring, producing a gentle hissing sound. You're making a slight constriction at the back of the throat. Try one more breath. Inhale. Observe the sensation at the throat. Listen to the sound of your breath. Let's slowly open the eyes. When you start off practicing again, you may not be too sure, am I doing it right or wrong? Two important things that you can focus on. One, sensation at the throat. What you're doing at the throat is you're imagining the throat to be a straw. You're making a slight constriction with this straw. So the time that the breath takes to go in and out will naturally increase. And also the breath or your air is brushing against the throat, which is what is producing that warmth and that gentle hissing sound. So with all these sensations, you will be able to gauge if you are practicing Ujjayi right or wrong, and naturally your breath will also start to lengthen. These are clear cues that will tell you if you are practicing this pranayama technique in the right way or not. Now, if the visualization of the ring and this practice is not accessible for you and you need a little bit more help, then the next method that we can try is you're going to think that you're blowing fog on a glass for your exhalation. So when you do this, you would breathe from the throat. That's how you get your fog on the glass. Similarly, when you're surprised, you take a deep inhalation into the throat. This way. So you notice that the breath, even though you're inhaling and exhaling normally, the breath is going directly in and out from the throat. So try to make the same sound with your mouth closed. So your inhalation is going through the nose but reaching your throat. Exhalation is coming from the throat and out of the nose. Now using this technique, see if you can slow down your breath. Close your eyes. Let's try this again. Inhale and exhale Ujjayi. Inhale through the nose, bringing your focus to the throat. Gently open the eyes. So those are a few techniques and tips that you can try to practice Ujjayi. We always recommend to start practicing Ujjayi on exhalation first because it is more accessible and comes a little bit more naturally than inhale Ujjayi. Once you get comfortable with your Ujjayi exhalation, then you can focus on your Ujjayi inhalation.
So your feet are parallel to each other. We're going to come to Prasarita Padottanasana. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, hinge from the hips as you fold down. Ideally, you want to bring the crown of your head towards the ground and the hips up towards the sky. Okay, a lot of times if you have a stiff back or if you have tight hamstrings, that might not be possible, in which case you can use a block. Keep your block in front of you, place your hand there and just work on lengthening the spine forward. If you can, bring your hands in between your legs and drop the crown of your head towards the ground. Rock the weight forward onto the balls of your feet. If it's too much on the hamstrings, put a slight micro bend in the knees and we'll stay on for another 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, first come into a flat back position. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips, put a bend in the knees and inhale, slowly come back up to stand.
Matsyasana or fish pose. So hands go underneath the bum. Left hand goes under the left bum and your right cheek. Right? Your hands are here. Inhale, lengthen the spine as much as possible. Super point your feet to the front of the mat so that you're flexing your legs. Gently bend down through the elbows. Rest. Inhale, allow the chest to go up to the ceiling. Exhale, head goes back to the floor. Staying here for 4. For 3, imagine like someone is pulling yourself up to the ceiling. For 2, last little breath. Remembering to breathe. And for 1. With control, gently move your chin to your chest. Don't whip out of the pose, especially if you're someone who has blood pressure. Don't whip out of it, release your hands. Use your hands to straighten your back up.
Bhujangasana. For this, we will lie down on our mats on our stomachs. Make sure that your feet are hip width apart. Keep your palms close to your chest and your elbows close to your rib cage. Deep breath in and lifting our head up and chest up. Now if you can straighten your arms, you can come all the way up here. But if you're finding this difficult, you can also stay here in a bent elbow position. Hold this posture for 3 counts. 1, 2 and 3. Exhale, go down. Let's do this 2 more times. Take a deep breath in. Lift your head up, chest up, come up. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. If you shrug your shoulders like this, it will cause a lot of strain and stiffness in the shoulder area. So make sure your shoulders are away from the ears. Hold this posture. Keep breathing deeply. 1, 2 and 3. Slowly exhale, go down. Let's repeat this one last time. Take a deep breath in. Lift your head up, chest up and come up and hold the posture for 3 counts. 1, 2 and 3. Slowly bring your head down and chest down. Place your palms one on top of the other. Relax your head over your palms in Makarasana.
Now from here, you can keep the right knee in towards your chest and release the left leg onto the mat. We'll end with a supine twist. Take your left hand to the outside of your right knee and slowly guide the right knee over to the left side. As you do that, open up the right hand and gaze over your right shoulder. Using your left hand, continue to push the right knee down towards the mat. You want to think of increasing the space between your right armpit and your right hip. So plant that right shoulder blade down. Don't let it lift off the mat. 3. Breathe into the spine. 2. Keep the face soft. 1. Come back to center, hug the knee and release the right leg. Bring the left knee in. Use the right hand, place it on the outside of your left knee and take your left knee over to the right side. Extend your left arm out and gaze over your left shoulder. It's okay if your left knee does not reach the ground. What's important is that your left shoulder is down. Provides a stable anchor to help you twist deeper. 4, 3, breathe deeply. Focus on the exhales. 2 and 1. Slowly come back to center, hug the left knee. And gently release your hands, release your legs. Hands about 6 inches away from the body, feet apart, rolled out to the sides. The back of your skull on the mat. Close your eyes. Feel the body getting heavy and relax here in Shavasana for as long as it serves you.